Hi everyone, welcome to rachelpichleryoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body gentle flow, so you're going to need just a little bit of space to move. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat. Feel free to sit up on a cushion or a block of some kind if you would like. But place your hands either on your knees or in your lap, and let's take a nice big inhale and lengthen the spine. With the exhale, start to let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Take an inhale, roll your head over to the right side. And exhale, roll your head back down. And inhale as you roll your head to the left. Exhale, let the head slowly roll back down. Inhale, roll your head to the right. Exhale, roll it back down. One more. Inhale, roll your head to the left. And exhale, bring it back. Awesome, you guys. Take a nice big inhale. Lift your chin back up. Add in a shoulder roll if you would like. Sit a little taller. Find a nice long spine. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Soften your jaw. And really feel the next inhale that you take. Really feel the exhale. Just filling your body up with air each time you breathe in. And let it go as you breathe out. Just slowing things down here for a moment. Settling in. And maybe you can just sit nice and still for one breath, maybe two, maybe a little longer. Just feel your shoulders get a little heavier. Maybe notice the mind start to slow down. And let's take just one more inhale here. Maybe lengthen your spine a little more. With the exhale, let your chin fall back down towards the collarbone. Inhale as you roll your head over to the right side. Exhale, slowly bring it back. Inhale as you roll your head to the left. And exhale, bring it back. With the inhale, start to lift your head back up. Maybe add in another shoulder roll. You can even start to open up your eyes if you'd like. We're going to make our way onto our hands and knees into tabletop. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Bring your wrists right under your shoulders. Let's take an inhale, drop your belly. Lift your chest, maybe lift the chin. With the exhale, round your spine. Push into the palms, tuck your chin towards your collarbone. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. And exhale, round it out. Squeeze the tummy in slightly. Nice, you guys. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, maybe the chin. And exhale, round it out. Using an inhale, come back to a nice flat back. Let's tuck our toes under if you haven't already. And find a downward facing dog. Spread your fingers a little wider. Look at your toes. Maybe pedal your feet a few times if you want to take your dog for a little bit of a walk. If you want to be still, be still. And if you want to get just a little bit warmer with me, use an inhale to shift your weight forwards, kind of your shoulders. Send them forwards towards your fingertips. And exhale. Push back into your downward dog. Inhale. Shift your weight forwards again. Plank. And exhale. Push it back. Down dog. One more. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Let's take a nice big inhale and look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale and lift your upper body halfway. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half lift again. Maybe lift your toes off the mat just to wake up the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one more, half lift. And exhale, fold forwards this time. Pause here in your forward fold. Let your arms dangle. If you're a little wobbly, you could bring your feet out wider. Bend your knees if that feels a lot better on your low back. But let your head, let your upper body hang really heavy. Maybe you can feel the length through the back of your legs. Maybe you can tuck your chin towards your collarbone, bringing some nice length into the back of your neck. And maybe you even start to sway forwards and back a little. Or maybe side to side. Just pause here for a moment. Just breathe. Awesome job, you guys. You're going to use an inhale and come up to standing. Maybe you want to roll one vertebrae at a time like a rag doll. Maybe your head is going to be the last thing to reach the top, and you can roll your shoulders back and down. Let's take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, take your half lift. Lengthen, maybe lift the toes. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Let's take our left foot back all the way into a lunge. You can lower your back knee if you'd like. You can keep it lifted. Maybe both of your hands are going to stay planted. Maybe just the left hand. If you want to twist, take an inhale. Start to turn the chest to the right. Maybe reach up. Awesome, you guys. Take another big breath in. And use the exhale to bring your right hand back down to your mat. As you inhale, look forwards a little. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, maybe lift those toes. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift again. Nice long spine. See if you can find a hamstring stretch as you lift your upper body. Exhale, fold forwards. One more. Inhale for your half lift. And exhale, let it go. Fold, plant your hands, and the right foot is going to come all the way back into your lunge. Maybe drop the back knee, maybe keep it lifted. Find your balance. If you want the twist, the right hand can stay down. Inhale, turn your chest to the left. Soften your shoulders. Take one more nice big inhale. Use the exhale to come back. Inhale as you look forwards, lift your chest up a little, and exhale. Bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart and all the way down to your sides. Nice, you guys. We're going to step our feet out about hip width apart, maybe wider actually. Take your hands, place them on your hips, or you can interlace them behind your back if you'd like. But take an inhale to lengthen your spine and an exhale to tip forwards. Don't be afraid to bend your knees a lot here. If you have your hands interlaced behind you, you might start to lift them up and away from your low back. Maybe you start to shift your gaze between your knees. Maybe you can feel some love through the shoulders, the arms. Maybe the chest. But let your head be heavy again. What happens when you lightly tuck your chin towards your collarbone? just to a place that feels natural, where you can soften the neck. So it doesn't have to be a big tuck, just a little tuck. Nicely done, you guys. Use an inhale. We're coming all the way up to standing. Reach up and look up with those arms. Reach up. Exhale. Release your hands back down to your sides. Nice job, you guys. You can bring your feet back in, or maybe just hip width apart, but roll your shoulders back and down. Take a big inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Fold it forwards. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step both of your feet back into your downward facing dog. Push into your palms. Look at your toes. Let your head be heavy. Let's stay for one more inhale. And use the exhale to lower our knees down to the mat. All the way down. Nice, you guys. We're going to get into our shoulders a little bit here. I want you to reach forward with your left arm or your left hand. Slide your right arm under your chest and try to drop your shoulder all the way down to the floor if you can. And you can keep your hips nice and high. Let that right palm face up. See if you can rest your right cheek or the right side of your head down on your mat. Take some weight out of that left arm. And you might keep your left hand reaching forwards. You might be pushing into your palm a little bit to help you balance. If you were able to maybe walk the left hand towards the right, maybe your palms can find one another. Maybe you can relax the head and the neck a little more on your mat. Nice, you guys. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you actually take that left arm and start to lift it up into the air, trying to touch the ceiling. You might have to activate your core here if you're just falling into your head. If it's just too much and it's uncomfortable, your left hand is staying on the floor in front and actually taking some of that weight. Push into your fingertips. Nice job, you guys. If your left hand is reaching up or if it's on your right palm, bring it back, reach it out in front, and then use a nice big inhale to lift that right shoulder. Bring your hands and your wrists underneath your shoulders. Take a little shoulder roll, and we're just going to switch sides. So the right arm's going to reach out in front, left arm sliding under the chest. Let that palm face up. Let the shoulder come down. Let your head rest. Just options to move that right arm or just keep it reaching out in front. Nice, you guys. Only play around if you feel comfortable, if it feels good. Maybe that right hand is resting on that left palm. Maybe you're starting to reach up a little more. Reach up for the ceiling. Nice job, you guys. Slowly start to bring that right hand back and all the way to the top of your mat. And take a nice big inhale to lift that left shoulder. Find your tabletop again. Maybe your hips want a little rock side to side. Maybe the shoulders want a little wiggle. We're going to have a seat on our heels, or you could actually sit cross-legged. But place your hands in your lap. We're going to roll our shoulders back and down here. And then as you inhale, start to lift your chin. Lift your chin a little bit. Let's try to find some length through the front of the neck. You might bring your hands behind your head for support. You can hold your head up with your hands. And you can keep lifting the chin as much as feels good, but be gentle. Relax your jaw. You might even open your mouth a little bit. Bring some space between the lips. Awesome work, you guys. Slowly start to bring the chin back down, and we're actually going to let it fall all the way to the collarbone. Slow down your breath. Let your head be heavy. Nice job, you guys. Use an inhale. Lift the head. Lift the chin. And maybe take one more shoulder roll. Awesome, you guys. Let's start to set up for butterfly. So have a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. And let's actually slide our feet a little further away so that diamond shape is nice and big. Placing your hands on your knees, take an inhale to lengthen. And use the exhale to tip forwards a little bit. And you can just rest your hands on the top of your feet, maybe on the floor. Or if you want to, maybe try to place your calves in your palms. Just tuck your hands underneath your legs. Like your elbows are kind of coming in towards your ribs. You might keep your palms under your calves. You might actually slide your forearms under your calves and maybe come a little bit lower into kind of like a little ball as you fold. But whatever you're doing, just relax. Finding your breath. Softening the shoulders. Nice job, you guys. We're going to slowly come out of this. If you do have your arms under your legs, move extra slow. But use an inhale to bring your upper body back up. Your hands can come to the outside of your knees. Bring them together. Give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side. And then we're just going to lean back a little bit here. So you can just take some weight into your hands. And we're going to take one foot and curl the toes. So you might just curl the toes. You could keep your foot lifted up. Or if you're able to just use the floor a little bit extra to keep those toes curled, you can give that a try. And you might actually just slide the hips a little bit closer towards the foot. You might feel this all the way up into your shin, from those toes to the shin, if you're lucky. Nice, you guys. And then just slowly let that go. Give those toes a little bit of a wiggle. Maybe scooch the hips back. Curl the toes. Maybe you don't use the floor. Maybe you just lift the foot and curl the toes. Maybe you're able to use the floor for a little extra help of that stretch. So good. Lately, one of my favorite things to do. Curl the toes. Stretch the top of the feet. Feels so good. All right, let that go. Give those toes a nice little wiggle. And then we are going to lay down on our backs. Come all the way down. Planting your feet. But let's bring our feet out a little bit wider than the hips. You can start to rock your knees side to side. Give that low back a bit of a massage. And then just kind of bring your arms out to the side. We're going to weigh down the shoulders. Our knees are going to fall all the way over to the left side, or as far over to the left as they're going to go. They're probably hovering. And keep that right shoulder down. The right hip can lift a little bit. You don't have to lift it too high. And then if you want a little extra, you could actually place your left foot on top of the right leg, that knee. And you might feel a nice stretch through that outer right quad, that right hip, maybe into the oblique. And if you do cross your legs, just slowly bring that left foot back to the floor. Use an inhale, bring the knees up. A little rock side to side, massage the low back, and then you can let your knees fall to the right as far as they're going to fall. So maybe you don't need the extra weight of placing that right foot over top of that left knee. Maybe you do. Relax. Find your breath. Maybe notice if one side feels different than the other. And slowly uncrossing the legs if you did cross them, and use an inhale to bring your knees back up. You can actually walk your feet back together. And maybe you keep your feet on the floor, or maybe you bring your knees in towards your chest. Adding a rock side to side if it feels good. Massaging that low back. Awesome job, you guys. When you feel good, to send your legs out long. Let them go. Bring your feet out nice and wide. Resting your arms at your sides. Start to let your body get heavy. Find some stillness. And as always, I encourage you to stay here in Savasana for as long as you have time for today. I hope that you enjoyed your practice. You have a great rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.